Let the snow globe particles start to settle. See if you can get into a position that feels the most comfortable that you could possibly be. So just slight adjustments as you get settled in really makes a difference in your practice. So if at any point you're uncomfortable or need to shift or move, please do so. And just make sure that you're okay, you're all muted. And again, my name is Sarah. It's so nice to see all of you. Thanks for being here with me today. Start to connect with your breath, just breathing in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth, just to set your system up for a nice meditation. Do that a few times. Connecting here with your heart, connecting here with your breath. Allowing your neck and your shoulders to relax. As you know, yesterday we welcomed the fall equinox, which is a unique time of the year when we are essentially in balance with light and dark, with day and night. And it signifies the shift in the season. And for us in the Northern Hemisphere, we recognize both in our bodies and externally that we will begin to lose the light and more darkness will come into our lives. But that darkness doesn't have to be a negative, and that loss of light doesn't have to be a negative. We can use this energy and this shift for greater good. So today's meditation, we're going to focus on and think about balance. Bringing ourselves into balance, bringing our bodies and our minds into harmony with the season allows us to better navigate all that comes with our day-to-day lives. When we are regulated, when we are in harmony, that ripples out into our families, our friends, our work, our environments, and thus regulates and balances the greater system. So the more balanced and practiced you can be in this time of year, the better off we'll all be. So this balance is not only for you personally, but for all of humanity. I wanted to read an excerpt from one of my favorite books, Women Who Run with the Wolves. It's a fantastic book. If you haven't read it, I would highly recommend it. And this is just to kind of get you settled in. We must shake out our pelt, strut the old pathways, assert our instinctual knowledge. We can all assert our membership in the ancient Scar clan, proudly bear the battle scars of our time, write our secrets on the walls, refuse to be ashamed, lead the way through and out. Let us not overspend on anger. Instead, let us be empowered by it. Most of all, let us be cunning and use our feminine wits. Let us keep in mind that the best cannot hide. Meditation, education, all the dreams, all the knowledge of God's green acre is of no value if one keeps it all to oneself or one's closer few. So come out wherever you are. Leave deep footprints because you can. Be the old woman in the rocking chair who rocks the idea until it becomes young again. Forgive as much as you can. Forget a little and create a lot. I may have mentioned at some point that I am a gardener professionally, and today at work I spend a lot of time cutting back or digging out the plants and the flowers that were all finished for the season. And it made me think about composting, and it made me think about the equinox and how this is a time where we have spent our summers in full bloom. And as we shift into the autumn, we feel the fatigue of the season, and we feel the fatigue of external influence, and we start to wither a bit. And with that withering, we can feel out of balance. We can feel a little confused or a little overwhelmed. And so this practice today, that I usually do a body scan. We're going to be doing a little composting with our body scan. So as we go through our system and our bodies and the parts of our bodies, often I say in those moments to release tension. And today I'm going to invite you to compost any residual energy or anything that is there that may not serve, and instead fill that space with light. So as I say, release your scalp, when I say that, I want you to visualize any tension or any fatigue in that area and filling that with light. Bringing light on the equinox is really, really valuable. So just as I mentioned those parts of the body, breathing into them on the inhale, on the exhale, releasing, composting, and allowing the light to fill that void. Before we do our scan, I just wanted to quickly do a little bit of pranayama or breath work to get ourselves ready. So if you could follow along with me, we're going to do 4 quick inhales through the nose and 4 quick exhales through the nose. We'll do it for just a little bit. You may feel a little tingly or a little bit, you may just notice that your system is reacting to this breath. That's a good thing. We're not going to do it for too long where you will feel uncomfortable, but it is a really helpful tool to bring all of your systems, all of your organs into balance. Primarily, it affects the pituitary gland, which is kind of the command center. And so when you have the pituitary gland is in balance, your system is happy. So with me, I would like you to start by breathing in 4 quick inhales and 4 quick exhale through the nose. Go at your own pace for a few moments until I tell you to stop. Keep going for 2 more rounds. And on your last one, I want you to take a big inhale, hold, and slowly release and relax. And just stay there for a moment. I'm sure you can feel that in your system. Just let that be absorbed. And now you have a clean palette from which to begin your meditation. Bringing your attention to the top of your head, release your scalp. On your inhale, feeling any tension, and on your exhale, releasing and composting that tension or that fatigue and filling that space with light. If you'd like, visualizing your whole scalp covered in light. Release your forehead. Letting your eyebrows rest. Clearing anything from your third eye in between your eyebrows. Release any tension in your ears. Letting go of any noise that resides in your inner ear. Following down the path from your ears into your jaw, allowing the hinges of your jaw to release and relax. That may mean that your mouth falls open slightly, that your tongue relaxes in your mouth. eliminating any buildup in your jaw. Continuing letting your chin fall and rest. Breathing deeply into these spaces and filling them with light. Flowing down from your chin, allow the front of your neck to release and relax. Now releasing the back of your neck. We hold a great deal of tension in the back of our necks. Allow that tension to release and flow freely away. Take your time. Stay connected with your breath. Be in here in this moment fully and completely. Traveling down your neck, release any tension and residue from your shoulders. Allowing them to fall softly. Letting any weight that you've been carrying on your shoulders disappear. Allowing your shoulders to rest with only the weight of this light upon them. Relax your collarbones and the top of your chest. Taking a moment here to breathe into your heart space, allowing your chest to fully expand with love and light that you bring in with your breath. Sitting in gratitude for our heart that beats so beautifully for us. Rarely do we stop and take moments to be with our heartbeats. Filling your heart space with light. Continue to breathe there for a moment. Releasing any tension and residue that extends down our arms and into our hands. Letting our arms go limp, letting our hands fall to the side, our fingers relaxed. Allowing that light to radiate down through our arms, extending out and beyond our fingertips. Breathing slowly but fully into our bellies now. Letting our muscles become unrestricted. Letting our belly soften. Breathing down into your pelvis, releasing any tension that resides in our hips, in our bottoms, letting that all go. The top half of your bodies are now filled and brimming with a radiant light. Tension has been released, and your circulation and your breath flow freely. Continuing down from our hips into your thighs and into your kneecaps, releasing the muscles that work so hard to hold you up all day long. Surprisingly, we hold a great deal of tension in our kneecaps. So, really bringing your consciousness to that area and filling that part of your body with light, allowing those joints to move freely and loosely. Stay focused on your breath. Continue inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose as we travel down to your ankles and your feet. Releasing any tension that resides there, filling your feet, your toes with light that extends from your toes and from the soles of your feet. Whether you're laying down or in a seated position, visualizing that light extending out from the bottom of your feet that began all the way at your scalp. Visualizing that light traveling down and cleansing out any areas of the body that may have been missed or any spots that you feel still need a little clearing. Allowing gravity to pull any of that leftover tension down and out through the bottoms of your feet. That light continuing down into the earth, rooting you and connecting you deeply with the Great Mother. Stay in this space and stay connected to your breath. As I mentioned earlier, the fall equinox is a time of harvest. It's a time of cutting back what no longer serves, storing what is needed for the months ahead, and fortifying our earth, our bodies, our minds with what is needed to persevere. So I'll ask you for the next few moments to reflect personally on what could be composted in your life. What is taking up space and energy for you that is no longer needed? Spend some time gathering those things in your mind And then through your breath and through your visualization, letting those things go. You can offer gratitude to those things if they did at one point serve you but no longer do. And if they have never served you, then you can just let them go peacefully. As you do that, if you get distracted or if your thoughts start to wander, return to your breath, and I will call you back in a little while. Stay in this space. There's nowhere else you need to be. There's nothing else you need to do. Now that you've had some time to compost anything that no longer serves you, I want you to spend a couple of minutes thinking about and visualizing anything that you would like to cultivate or harvest. What is it that you would like to bring into your life or create more of for yourself? Maybe it's spending a little time recognizing and giving yourself credit for things that have been fruitful in your world. It's really easy to recognize the good in others and all that other people contribute, but it's important to recognize and honor all the good and all that you bring. So spend a couple of moments focusing on that for this harvest. As I mentioned at the beginning of our meditation, mantra can be a really, really good way to bring balance to your system. And I think that it would be really amazing to share this mantra with you as we come to the end of our meditation. So, staying in the space that you're in now, with your eyes closed and your breath still slow and intentional, I share the mantra Loka Samasta Sukhe no Bhavanta. That mantra means, may all my thoughts, words, and actions contribute in some way to the happiness of all beings. Because the work that you're doing here in this meditation will affect all around you. The work that you're doing here will benefit all beings. I'm going to play the mantra from Carrie Grossman. It's brief, but it's the same mantra that I just said to you. And just stay connected to your breath and enjoy. And I'll reconnect with you after.
Hold it a little closer, please?
Sorry?
Could you hold it a little closer, please? Not hearing it.
I'm going to find where the mic is.
We heard it before.
There you go. Still now? Yeah. Yeah, hear it?
Just a little something, but I can't even hear the melody. That's better.
I'll end it right there. And I'll ask you to take your left hand and place it on your heart, your right hand at the bottom of your belly. Taking a deep breath in and repeating after me. Every part of me is whole. Every part of me is worthy. Every part of me is capable. And every part of me is in balance. I thank you for sharing in this meditation with me today. Slowly bring yourself back into the room, taking your time. If at any point for the rest of your week or as you go forward, that mantra, may all beings experience happiness, and may my actions and feelings and contributions aid in that happiness. You can just say loka. You can just repeat that to yourself at any point, and the more you do it, um, the more it's imprinted in your system and then can be put outward. So just saying loka, because I know it's a lot of words and they're kind of complex, but loka will do just fine. And mantras, there's no right or wrong. So just repetition at night when you're going to bed. If you're trying to call upon the meditations you've done, or your system is feeling a little out of balance, you can do the 4 in breaths and the 4 out breaths as, excuse me, that's called the box breath. And it's very, very good for first thing in the morning and right before you go to sleep. So you can do that, and you can say loka. And those are my 2 kind of balancing offerings to you in the coming days and weeks. Um, so I would put my hands in prayer and say Om Shanti, meaning peace to you all. And thank you so much for being here with me today. If you have any questions or anything, I'm here. Let me know.
No, that was wonderful, Sarah. Thank you.
Awesome. So
Yes.
happy to see you guys
Yes.
Thank you so
and ladies.
Mhm.
Have a great rest of your week, okay?
much.
You
Okay, you
too.
too.
You too. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye-bye.